at West Mercia Police HQ. I'm with the West Midlands chapter of the Police Unity Tour. We will shortly be setting off on our 200-mile ride of remembrance, carrying with us names, memories and hope. We're heading for the Staffordshire Memorial Arboretum, and we'll be joining the COP's annual Survivors Weekend and Remembrance service. If and when I get there, I'll be catching up with some key figures to see how they think the whole weekend's gone. So I'm at the National Memorial Arboretum. Forgive the state of me. Ridden 200 miles and a very emotional service, as you would expect. The families are currently meeting some of the riders. They're putting the wristbands at the memorial trees on the beach. Yeah, really emotional. I'm going to try and catch up with a rider survivor, Donna Cox, who's also a trustee of COPS, and Tom Elliott, the president of the Blue Knights. We've got more than 100 Blue Knights here today, and one of the biggest turnouts for the Unity Tour in its history in the UK, so yeah. I'm now with Sergeant Andy Swift, or Swifty as he's affectionately known, from the Metropolitan Police. Andy is one of the founders of the very first UK-based police unity tours. So Andy, apparently this year has been the biggest and the best yet?
Biggest and the best yet. 530 riders are coming to the National Memorial Arboretum today. As of last night, we've raised just over £235,000 for care of police survivors. Obviously, by the time we add the gift on top of that, it'll be a bit more. Just another humbling weekend, quite frankly, there. It gives us an opportunity as police officers there, and part of the wider police family, just to pay our respects to colleagues who've lost their lives in the line of duty. Again, to raise awareness of officers who've lost their lives in the line of duty. And obviously, above all else, there to raise some much needed funds for charity. I now get a month off, which I'm certainly glad to hear, as is my wife. I had to go and spend my birthday on the road yesterday, but fortunately next year the dates don't clash. So yeah, 1st of September, we're going all again.
Thanks, Andy. Enjoy your break. Yeah. Hi, I'm now with Tom Elliott, who is the president of the Blue Knights Chapter 11, which is Staffordshire and the West Midlands.
Yeah, and a bit of Shropshire
and
as well. And a bit
of Shropshire as well.
Yeah.
So the Blue Knights have been involved with the Care of Police Survivors charity and the Remembrance service from the very, very beginning. Tom, do you want to tell me a little bit about it, please?
Yeah, what happened was we had a member of the Blue Knights who was started COPS with Christine Fulton. Jim McNulty was a member of Scotland One, and their first rally raised the money to pay for the first Survivors Weekend. And as a consequence of that, because Christine Fulton and both Jim were involved with the Blue Knights, we've taken off with that, and with the first Survivors Weekend we've provided a law ride, and we've done that ever since. So and as a consequence of that, we've continued raising money.
Do you know how much you've raised over the years?
Probably getting up to,
something like 40,000, isn't it? It's incredible.
Last year we did the law ride itself and an event we ran 4,000. This year we didn't run an event as well because of different reasons, but it'll be about probably getting on to half that.
And you were just telling me inside that you've had an incredible turnout this year. How many riders do you think?
I think we're about 170.
170?
Yeah, which is pretty good,
Yeah. Okay. Police Sergeant Sam Jackson from Staffordshire Police. This is Sam's very first year taking part in the Unity Tour. She got me through it. Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome.
So, Sam, as I say, it's your first year. What inspired you to take part, and how have you found it?
Well, this year it's been grueling. I won't deny it. It's been painful. We've had some massive hills in the challenge. However, I've been riding for an officer who served Staffordshire Police. His name was PC Robert Owen. He died in 1985 whilst he was on duty with his colleague, and he was involved in a road traffic collision, unfortunately losing his life. None of us know before this tour who we're going to be riding for, but having the privilege of riding for a Staffordshire officer has motivated me through over the last few days. When times have been tough and those hills have been steep, just looking down at the wristband with that officer's name on has motivated me through. Last year I attended the Memorial Arboretum. I've attended the service as part of the Federation to meet the officers in. The charity itself, COPS, is a Staffordshire-based charity. The National Memorial Arboretum is based in Staffordshire, and up to now we've not had much of a turnout of officers riding. Last year we had 3. This year we've had 12, which has been fantastic, and as part of that I wanted to encourage other officers to take part in this fantastic event and raise money for Staffordshire and for COPS charity. This year I think we've raised a grand total just for our chapter of just over £16,000, and as a charity as a whole so far they've raised £235,000, which is fantastic. So it's a great cause. I'd encourage anyone that hasn't taken part, that's a keen cyclist, come and join us next year. It's the charity, I cannot explain what they do for the family. It's fantastic.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Donna. I'm a survivor and a trustee for COPS. 2 days ago I had the privilege of cycling into the Arboretum for the 10th time on my 11th Unity Tour. I joined the Unity Tour in 2015 and did the London chapter for the first time, where I met some amazing people who I still like to call my blue family now. Each year I've done it, different people have been on the rides, and I've done a couple of different rides, 2020 being the virtual Unity Tour. COPS is just an amazing charity. I love nothing more than cycling in Straighter Manor and being supported by my fellow survivors and the siblings group, who are just utterly amazing. Love doing it every year. Can't wait for next year. Might even do Scotland.